Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Bar. My name is Amay Deshmukh. He is Vipul. 3-0 for Manchester City. That's what we all expected them to do. I am not very surprised with this result for City. We all expected them to go out there, score goals, and win this game. I did think Arsenal could show some sort of challenge, but that did not happen. Anyway, what do you think of this game?
I think so for the first half, first half Arsenal played decently well. They had a game plan obviously, get men behind the ball and then try to counter them, try to counter attack City, and they sort of succeeded in that. I would not say they succeeded 100% in that, but they sort of succeeded in that in the doing so. For first 45 minutes they defended absolutely well. They did not give City much to work out with. For 30 minutes it was absolutely neck and neck. City were frustrated for those chances, not given those that much space and time in opposition half as they usually get. And I think so Arsenal did quite a good job for the first half. But as the second half commenced, as City scored or City obviously scored a goal in the first half, in the dying moments of the first half, so that dropped Arsenal's confidence a bit. I think so, which caused City to score another goal, and they just I think so they scored after 5 minutes just after the restart with that penalty. So I think that the goal in the first half was very crucial for City, and it caused downfall. It Arsenal's confidence was down after that goal, and then afterwards you all know City dominated the game, and obviously they got a 3-0 victory.
Okay, look, it was not surprising that City went on and won this game. But do you think it was Arsenal's approach that cost them the game? Of course, David Luiz made those mistakes and City capitalized. But do you think Arsenal's approach was which they lacked? Anything like that?
I think so. Arteta has a game plan coming into this game. He decided that he changed the formation. Usually we see Arsenal in 4-2-3-1, but he changed the formation. He went for a 4-4-2. I think so. He was trying to get those as many players as possible in the midfield and in the defense, because 4-2-3-1 you get only 5 players now. In 4-4-2 you have 8 players behind that center line, which I think so was a very defensive approach. I think so. I tried to maybe shut down the shop because in previous 5 to 6 meetings, Manchester City means if you calculate and aggregate all the score line, then in previous 6 meetings, City has won all the six with an aggregate of 17 goals to 2 goals. So obviously, considering 17 goals in 6 games, I think so Arteta went for a little bit of defensive side, getting that 4-4-2, and in game it looked like 4-5-1 with Aubameyang dropping onto that left wing. So they had 9 players behind the ball, and just one who was ready to attack or forward. That was also Eddie Nketiah, who was trying to come back in the defense and to try to help and sort of create something.
Mhm.
So I think so Arteta started with a defensive approach, which paid him which defensive was good, but while going forward, which proved I think so sort of lackluster. They did not got any chances to at least test Ederson. I don't think so. They had a shot on goal for the 90 minutes.
Mhm.
So I think so Arsenal's approach defensively was very good, but while implementing it and while going forward to attack, I think so that where they lacked the power.
Okay, that's where you think they lacked. And what about David Luiz? Arsenal fans would be disappointed in his performance. Those he cost them 2 goals. Kevin De Bruyne, we know he doesn't miss those penalties. He scored. But what about the third goal? What do you think of that?
I think so for David Luiz, I think so he was not started. First of all, he was not given a place in the starting 11. He came on in place
Okay.
of Mari, who was injured, who I think so got a cramp. I think so. So he came in place of Mari, and for first 20, he played for 20 minutes. He was doing well actually. It's sort of helping the
Mhm.
team, getting behind the ball, clearing the ball, communicating well with Mustafi and goalkeeper Leno. But I think so. The moment the ball came towards him in the ending dying moments of the first half, I don't think so. What he was trying to do, he was trying to chase the ball, take the control of it, or trying to just boot it outside the area. I think so. He was in two minds. I think so, and which caused the ball to hit his shin, then get into the part of Sterling. And I think so. It was an important goal for Sterling because it's his first goal in 2020 actually. He has not go.
First
He
goal
had
in 2020, correct?
his first goal in 2020. So he had a bad patch going through for the first 3 months. Then they had 3 months break. So after coming after 3 months break, not scoring for such a long time, and getting that goal, I think so it was a huge confidence boost for him, and obviously it's a good sign for Pep because Pep highly regards Sterling in that case. And in the second goal, I think so David Luiz did a mistake. I think so he let Mahrez run to him, get past him, get around him, and which caused him to pull him down into the box and eventually getting the red card and giving Manchester City the penalty. And if we observe both the cases, it was easy for him. Means it was not any teammates' mistakes where he had to do something everything something extraordinary to clear the ball. It was just really basic. First was basic clearance, and then second was just basically mark your opponent and do not let him get past you. So I think so. It was sort of David Luiz' fault in getting all those two goals. And third goal was just City's brilliance. They just cut open the Arsenal defense and then they just scored.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And also, like we discussed in the previous video, that Aubameyang would be Arsenal's player to watch out for. But do you think? I personally think that Arsenal players let him down. Do you think the same?
I
I
think
mean,
so.
they failed to find him in the box, so that he could like find a one-on-one situation and score or anything like that.
I think City did a very good job. I think as I said earlier, Arteta and started with a defensive approach. There were only one or two players who were up for top, and the rest all the players were just trying to defend the ball, just trying to get those. Just trying to just stop City from attacking. So I think so that Aubameyang and Nketiah were sort of left isolated in the opposition half. They had nothing to do. They just had to if they got the ball, they just had to keep the ball and try to force off City players, which was I think so, which in any case is not ideal to do against City. Trying to hold them off, trying to hold the Cities off because their pressuring is absolutely very good. Means they try to attack the player who has the position of the ball and try to just sort of cover those passing lanes. So I think so. In that case, the Aubameyang was left isolated in the opposition half, and then again Arsenal got some chances to attack, but did not take him. I saw two or three chances where Aubameyang could have been fed the ball through, or just ding the ball over the defense so that he can run onto. But Arsenal players chose not to, no, chose against it. So I think so. These chances should have been taken. These 50-50 chances. Where you have to just put the ball towards him. They just have to take that sort of chances. Even if the position goes towards City, you're at least giving him chance to something to run on to. At least if he's not fast enough, then also he can say that at least the players are trying to do something for me. I should do. If a player caught him, then I think so. He should say that at least they are trying to play. Next time I'll be faster than them. So I think so. They did not give that much opportunity to him to latch onto those balls or to run one on one or even get a shot at least on a goal. So that pretty much says that Aubameyang and Arsenal means they had to do something of this. This if they are going with a defensive approach, I think so they should have a player who will link this attack, who will link the defense towards attack. So I think so in that way Arsenal they did let Aubameyang down on some cases.
I do believe it was an important game for Arsenal, which they did not win. Also, for City, the chances of winning a Premier League are close to zero, and same for Arsenal. So, what's next for both the teams now? City are already playing the Champions League, so they'll be concentrating on that. But other than that, what's next for both the teams?
I think so. City would not think that much of a Premier League. I think so. They would think of it as a training ground. Just trying to train, trying to get those players who are not having some game time, trying to get them play some game time. Like Phil Foden came on, and it's a good thing that now they have 5 substitutions allowed, so you can play more players. First, so in a usual match, if you do 3 substitutions, then you would maximum play 14. Now you can play 16 players in a game with those 5 substitutions added on. So I think so the players like Phil Foden or Zinchenko and many more such players because City are full of talented players. They literally have two players to play on one position. So it's a good chance for them to test those players. Sane is also back from injury. I saw him doing some little training on the sidelines. He was not substituted on, but I saw him little bit training. So that's a good sign for them. And if he gets some game time before UCL, then I think so he can be a key player. Then again you have Phil Foden. If someone is injured, they have to play. Now David Silva is also leaving them after the season gets over. So I think so it's a good chance for them to bring on Foden after 60 minutes or after 55 or 60 minutes to give him some play time to get him ready for the next season of Premier League or even Champions League maybe. So I think so for City it will be just sort of training for them because also we have heard that they might be banned for 2 years from European competition. So they might not even try to finish in top four also. So I think
Hearing is
so.
in July. City's
Yeah,
hearing is
hearing.
in July.
Yeah. Hearing is on July. But we cannot say that they might be played or not played. We cannot say that.
Correct, correct.
But if they are not played, then I think so they will surely overlook Premier League and they will try to just solely focus on Champions League. And as for
Yes.
Arsenal, I can say that this was a good test, good test because they did not had any football for 3 months, and coming after that, training hard and facing the best English side you can ever have, that is Manchester City. So I think so they for most of the period they did a very good job, getting a new plan because I've seen Arteta play 4-2-3-1 only. So it was a new experience for him because as he got some more time, so he had more time, so he could develop more tactics, more formations, more ideas. So I think so it was a good outing for them, not a bad outing. Even though the score reflects as a 3-0, I don't think so that was a bad outing for Arsenal players or Arteta. So I do think so Arsenal should take positive from this. But now they have more tougher games to come on, and those against whom they are fighting for European places. Like they have a game against Liverpool, Spurs. They have again Wolves, Leicester. These are all good teams. So and they have game against them, and they are fighting against them for European places. So I think so. They can take positive. They can build on this. They do not have to be demotivated from this performance. Actually I thought that Arsenal played very well
Okay.
given those past two games. So I think so they can build on this. They can now, but I think so Champions League is just too much for them right now. They can focus on Europa League, and even if they miss out on Europa League places, then they have FA Cup. They can win the FA Cup and qualify for Europa League next season. But I don't think so they would leave it for the FA Cup to qualify. They would like to finish in the top 7 position, get that European place, at least Europa League place for next season, so that they can get at least some European football. So I think so Arsenal should take positive from this and build on their squad, and also look at that FA Cup also because they have a good chance of winning the FA Cup. They are facing Sheffield United in the quarterfinal round. I do think that they have a good chance of winning that competition also.
So we both hope that City and Arsenal, both the teams do well in the upcoming games. Also, guys, that's it. That's what we have for today's show. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll link below our blogs, and also this audio will be available on Spotify and various music streaming apps. So that's it. Do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.